Well, heart disease is a leading cause of death for women, but it doesn't have to be. Coming up next, we're talking to the organizers of the Go Red campaign.
Something you'll be doing today for the
later
luncheon.
today.
Yeah.
Well, it is being called the silent killer because, well, many women don't notice the symptoms of heart disease until it's too late.
That is why events like today's Go Red for Women Luncheon are so important to raise awareness about the #1 killer of women. Alix and I are honored to host that today, later this afternoon in downtown Minneapolis. And joining us now is local jazz singer and heart disease survivor, Peterson. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for helping us spread the word every single year for Go Red for Women and the American Heart Association. We really appreciate you.
We do, and we know it's so important. First of all, share your story with us. You actually suffered a cardiac emergency 7 years ago. Tell us what happened first.
Well, I knew prior to this event that I was having an issue with my aortic valve, lives in the heart, the larger of the valves. And, you know, if I controlled my blood pressure, took care of myself, perhaps this valve replacement they wanted to do wasn't going to happen as soon as they said 1 to 5 years. I was hoping it would be down the line so that technology would be such that as a singer I didn't have to go undergo open heart surgery. Well, my body had its own rhythm, and what was happening was with this enlarged aortic valve, it enlarged my aorta. That's the upside down umbrella handle that comes from the heart and feeds the whole body. And a dissection happened, and it felt like a stabbing pain in my heart when I was driving my car.
Wow.
And I would say that not many people survive this. This is what I've heard, but I was lucky enough to be at Abbott Northwestern Hospital, and they diagnosed me properly. I was in emergency open heart surgery, and I have an artificial valve and a partial mesh aorta. I live with heart disease every day. And aortic disease, so it's cardiovascular disease that I have.
So you mentioned that you had a stabbing pain. Was that the only symptom that you had, or were there others?
You know, interestingly enough, I really didn't have anything else that wasn't alarming to me, because they'll talk of shortness of breath and they'll talk about some different things. But, you know, I, being a big, strong singer, wasn't really picking up on that. But I know after the fact, I feel like my breath control is so much better. But I know that anybody who has to have, you know, should look at their heart health, whether it's something that's run in your family, or if you're looking at your eating choices, your lack of exercise. Somehow we are all affected by someone we know with heart disease. Women especially, it's 1 in 3 that will lose their life to heart disease. #1 killer.
Pretty amazing. And we're here to help get the word out. That's
Yes, we
what
are.
our job is. Patty, what is your message to women when it comes to our heart and heart health?
Well, you know, essentially, we're 10 years young, Go Red for Women, in general, nationally and here locally, too, is, first of all, know your numbers. That means your blood pressure, your cholesterol. Keep them under control. Get your exercise. Learn more about it. Become involved. Even if it hasn't been happening to you and you, let's say your mom has been affected or a sister, get involved so that we can help spread the word more. And I'd love to just let you know that there's some terrific statistics that I want to just let you know about. More than 25 million so far in the 10 years have participated in National Wear Red Day. That's going to be happening in a week or so. We've had many funds, 300 million raised nationally, but locally even more so. We're saving more lives all of the time simply because we're getting the word out. And, you know, when I do my talks at companies, and even if I'm singing, my big message to everybody is, live your gift. You're here for a reason, and the way that you can do that is take care of yourself. If you think you need to be seen, go be seen.
Okay, well, that's what we're doing. We're getting the word out. Patty Peterson.
Yes.
And your family, too, doing well, still singing after all these years?
We lost Mom this summer, which was, it's been tough to get through, but all 5 siblings were busy like crazy, and the 3rd generation as well.
Hopefully all the siblings are doing a lot to be aware of their heart.
They are, and my children, too. Any first-degree relative has to know. So my children, my siblings, have to stay on top of it. But the Mall of America, February 1st, everybody's invited out, and there's 2 fashion shows and award ceremonies, things happening in every one of the corners of the Mall of America this Saturday.
Yes, a lot of great events happening, and of course, today's event, Alix and I will be there.
Yeah, thank you, Patty. Once again, that's right, it's Go Red for Women Luncheon today. It's at the Marriott City Center in Minneapolis, and here's more information if you'd like to check it out. It's heart.org, but it's going to be a lot of fun. at the luncheon. Year after year, we get together and we just kind of put the word out and talk about how important it is to take care of our hearts.
And Patty said she's going down there earlier than you and I, Alex. We'll be there about 11:30. She's going to get there. She's volunteering. We'll be talking about CPR and all that great stuff. So thank you very much.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
We'll see you in a couple hours.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks, Patty.
Yes, very blessed to be here, right?
Blessed to be here. Absolutely.
Thank you, Patty. All right, we've got